Well, Ella Kate was born after a normal, healthy pregnancy, but when she came out, she wasn't your typical newborn. She was a very dark shade of gray and didn't breathe for about 8 minutes. When we got down to the Children's Hospital, they realized that she had a large mass in the left ventricle of her heart, and they told us to prepare that Ella Kate would not survive the weekend. So we just kind of treated her symptoms to keep her as comfortable as we could. We went as far as signing a DNR, and by God's grace, Ella got strong enough that we were able to care for her at home and bring her home. When she was 6 months old, we did another MRI of her heart and realized that the mass had not changed and that her only chance at survival was a heart transplant. Those words are scary for a mom to hear, but it was the first time we were given hope that Ella would have a chance at life. She had been on the waiting list for about 2 months and she started to get very, very sick. On January 29th was a Sunday morning. We got up and went to church like every other Sunday. But Ella was getting very gray. She was gasping for air and not able to eat or drink anything by mouth. We stopped church and the pastor and the whole congregation prayed over her and we begged God for a miracle. We knew that it was in His time, but we were ready. We were so ready for her not to suffer anymore. On the way home from church that day, the call came that changed our lives forever. We were so excited because we knew that she was going to be healthier and live a better life, and then the fear set in of the surgery that she faced that night, and that's terrifying too. Then the true emotion hit me. The emotion of the family on the other side of our story. As a transplant mom, you try not to think of the family who's making the decision to save your life, but you can't not think of them. I prayed for that family long before that decision ever came into play. And so in that moment, I just stopped and I prayed for peace, and I prayed that they would know that their story is going to go on through our story. And I prayed that they would know that every time I hold Ella Kate, I will hold her just a little bit longer now because I'm holding their sweet baby too. So that night she went down to surgery at 9 o'clock. It was a very long night. The next morning at 6 o'clock, the doctors came in to tell us her new heart was in and she was rock stable. Ella would not be here today if it wasn't for her heart transplant. From the recipient side of donation, it is truly a miracle in action to sit back and think that they were able to take someone else's heart, put it into my child, and save her life. And she is now healthy and running around. It's a decision that should be an easy one. You are able to be someone else's miracle. Take advantage of it.